Hello, this is Godzilla 90s TK, and welcome to Let's Play Super Godzilla. Regrettably, I cannot bring you the audio because, well, SNES 9X does not have a volume control. So it kind of makes it difficult for you to hear both me and the game audio. But I'm sure the commentary will be quite interesting. As a result, I have to do this audio recording in post. This is where I did mess around with the music test and voice test, but now you can't hear it. As of this recording, Godzilla has been out on DVD for 1 day. Technically 2, if you count the day it came out, which was yesterday, September 16th. I have not yet seen it. I will see it tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a review of it by episode 2. Which is to say, if I don't do episode 2 immediately after this one. I probably won't. Probably give it another day. Let's just go ahead and skip this here sound test. It's really not helping anyone for me to go through this. Let's begin the actual game. This is supposed to be Osaka. Now I don't have a handy map of Japan with me, so I'm gonna take their word for it. Many people say that Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla borrowed a lot of plot elements from this movie, and it's hard to disagree. The mind control device, just like in Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Super Godzilla or Space Godzilla looks an awful lot like Super Godzilla. But really, that's about it. Somehow, something I never got is that Godzilla apparently gets injured when he crashes into buildings. He never showed that effect in the movies, but I guess you gotta have some kind of an obstacle in a video game, so, sure, why not? Who knew Osaka was so small? Actually, not really. This is just a battle zone for the monster fight. Gameplay is much like that of a Godzilla movie. You move about the city, only being able to see Godzilla. Whoever thought this was a good idea, well, I'd rather not say. This is always the warp item, by the way. Out of the 3 test playthroughs I have done, that's always been the warp item. That used to be a defense item. That is the only one so far that has changed. So yes, this is how the game plays out. You just walk and walk and walk and step on what is either the Japanese military or the alien military. I always thought it strange as to why Japan was attacking its supposed savior at this point, but yeah. If anyone, you know, happens to know that answer, leave a comment, something, I don't know. And that's the fighting spirit increase item. That's new. It becomes easier to raise Godzilla's fighting spirit. Now, I always liked how whenever Godzilla restored his energy, it looked like he got it from a nuclear power plant, which is said to be how Godzilla does it in the movies. So, that's real neat. Of course, I don't know any nuclear power plants that have a little thing pop out of them, but and here's some advice about the boss. We continue to wander in and around amongst the buildings. Store more energy. Now moving around Osaka Castle. And then, oddly enough, tanks all of a sudden just crowd around us for no good reason. I mean, it makes perfect sense if they're alien tanks, but they look like human-made tanks. Seems like a good place to save state. Full energy for once. That thing down there at the bottom, that is either a mine or a pitfall. I can't exactly remember, I just know don't step on it. Let's speed this up a bit, because this takes a while. Wait for that thing to come out. And now, Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. And like all giant monsters, King Ghidorah announces himself in the wildest way possible, by destroying a building with his lightning breath. The game at this point actually does a very good job of explaining its unique gameplay mechanic, which is the fighting spirit meter. And it works basically like how they just described. I'm sure that someone has actually searched for the cheat that makes all boss monsters' fighting spirit permanently low. I'm not going to do that, but I'm sure someone has. Seems like a good place to save state at the start of a battle. Now there is some save state usage in this fight, because if there was not, this would be a lot longer than it is. Trust me. As it is, this video is already 16, 17 minutes long. Maybe longer. So, yeah. A lot of these battle scenes take a very long time. So, I speed them up sometimes. You know, I didn't know King Ghidorah could block in a battle scene. I didn't know he could do that. I figured he could do it here on this screen, but I did not think that he could do it in battle. See, that's kind of cheating. They didn't even let me get the attack off before King Ghidorah decided, nope. I can only assume I was saying something here, but heck if I know what it was. Now I'm trying to go for a killing King Ghidorah off with the beam like they did in the movie. So this is going to take a while. Eventually I finally got the right attack choice. Because I spent like 10 minutes trying to get this and he would just block me every turn. So there. Boom. Head pops off. Does the bunny hop through the city. And then Godzilla roars in victory, and then beam spams again. Although it doesn't show up quite well on camera. Now, apparently you get points for destroying buildings, judging by this score here. Now, I didn't run into any, so this is pretty self-explanatory as to why this is 0. I have no idea what this bonus is for. This could be for killing King Ghidorah. And there goes King Ghidorah's body. Now that could look like something out of a Godzilla movie, but I don't think so. I don't think that looks like the UFO from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Looks kind of like something out of Star Trek, honestly. You are the ones who used King Ghidorah to destroy the city. Our battle to conquer Earth has just begun. So their brilliant plan to stop Godzilla is to continuously throw monsters at him. Did these aliens ever watch, you know, like, did they watch Godzilla Final Wars? Because I don't think they did. A message just came in from the Self-Defense Forces. But that will be for next time. This has been Godzilla 90s TK. See you on the next episode of Let's Play Super Godzilla. Oh, by the way, here's the intro. Which, I didn't even know this game had an intro. But, here it is. Mysterious message suddenly arrives, announcing a general attack on all of Japan. Screw the rest of the Earth, we only want Japan. Then, just as in the message, first King Ghidorah appears in Osaka and starts to tear the city apart. Helpless before the monster, the Self-Defense Agency turns. When did it become the SDA? Its eyes to Godzilla sleeping at the bottom of the Sea of Japan as its final weapon. All these scenes are mimicked, brought from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. What they thought of was to control Godzilla with human hands and make him fight the monster with the Super X? The operation box developed by Professor Ogata was installed in Godzilla's body. Huh, just like in Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Okay, that's a really cool image with the blue and the green there. Strategy succeeded and Godzilla awoke. But could Godzilla and his ferocious fighting spirit really be controlled? Everything depends on you, who have the controller in your hands. Fourth wall. What fourth wall? We don't need no stinking fourth wall. That is entirely different place than where they were fighting in the first place. I kid you not, by the way, King Ghidorah is using Rodan's roar. Like, really, it sounds like Rodan. It's really weird. But, yeah, that's the intro. Okay, now see you next episode.